Scanning for audio.
Welcome to a Tin Dog podcast, this time talking about Torchwood number 91, Ianto's Inferno, written by Roland Moore, starring Gareth David Lloyd. Let's go with a synopsis, shall we? Tonight's the night for Anthony and Dean. No more pruning old people's gardens. No, they're about to hit the big time. They've an alien artefact. They've got a guy on the inside, and tonight they're going to break into Torchwood and steal everything. All they have to do is find their car. Okay, so the front of the box has Ianto in a sort of MC Escher style, labyrinthy kind of, lots of stairways, lots of different things repeating and no way out. And even the trailer that you're about to hear in a moment tells you basically they're stuck in a car park trying to find their way out. As you know, the one thing that Torchwood does tremendously well is tiny, tiny casts trapped in a place. And the solution has to be found, and that's what we've got here. We've got a cast of 3. That's it. And they're all trapped in a car park. That's the entire plot. That's it. You've got one disc of this entire story. You've got character development for Ianto. You've got character development for all of the characters. You've got tension. You've got a monster. You've got everything you would need for a Torchwood story, and yet it takes place in one tiny location. Just like the one a few months ago where you had the entire thing taking place in a phone box. And yet it just works. These storylines are tiny with tiny casts, and they've got tension and they've got atmosphere and they are dark and they just damn work. And yes, I suppose you might be running out of tiny locations to do tiny things with tiny casts, but I just can't see it happening because it just keeps working every single month. Gareth David Lloyd's performance, as always, brilliant. Roland Moore can really, really create atmosphere, and the pacing, and they make it look so damn easy. And you just know it's not. To be able to fill a narrative and keep it going for that length of time in such a small and repeated and claustrophobic location is just a great piece of writing. Genuinely pays off every single time. Now here's the thing, I'm recording this sort of the second last week before the end of January, and on the Big Finish website it says that release number 92 and release number 93 and release number 94 are all titled to be confirmed, all the way up to 96. Now I understand the whole things, but the internet's got a bit twitchy about this. They're going, hey, Torchwood 92, it's out in a matter of days. There's been no title, no cover, nothing's been announced, nothing's been released, nothing's been shown. What is it? Is it something special? Is it something marvellous? And of course, being the internet, some people have started going, hey, is John Barrowman back? I'll just consult a Magic 8 Ball. Unlikely. Okay, but you just don't know, do you? And that's what people have done. They've started seeing patterns in something that hasn't happened. What's probably happened is that the person in charge of uploading stuff has probably had a few days off and not quite got round to it yet, and not put the artwork, or the artwork's been delayed a little bit, or they have to tweak something. But that shows you what we're like as Big Finish fans. Oh, and on the subject of Big Finish fans, have you got your ticket for Big Finish Day in Derby this year? I have. So if you're attending and you see a guy with Tin Dog written on his bag, it's me. Yes, I'm the one who looks just like my voice. No, seriously. Come over and say hello. If you listen, I'll say hello back. I don't bite. Unless I just don't bite. And it'll just be nice. We have a quick chat. So at the moment, I'm definitely up for that. I've bought my ticket. I'll be there. And it'll be great. Once it's sold out, it's sold out. So, getting back to this particular review. A great, tiny story. Yes, it's not connected with any major big story arcs continuing on, but that's fine. That's not what's needed. What we've got here is atmosphere, characterization and development. And you know what? You can't knock it. Here's the trailer, and enjoy, and as always, make up your own mind. And until next time, be seeing you.
Well, here's to our deal, Ianto Jones.
Yes, here's to our deal.
From Big Finish Productions, Torchwood, Ianto's Inferno.
But we want to have a look at what else you've got before we decide on what to trade.
Great. That's what I expected. Well, bring your crisps, and let me take you to Torchwood.
Van's on the 3rd floor.
And it's only a short drive to the archive.
So why are you betraying your mates then?
Betraying? That's a word, isn't it? Yes, I suppose I am. You sure this is the ground floor?
What?
Only, if this is the bottom, why are there loads more flights of stairs going down?
Okay, that's impossible.
Can't even see the top.
Or the bottom. This car park has 5 stories. That should be 5 flights of stairs, and we should be able to see all the way up. And down. But we can't.
This place. It's a trap, isn't it?
What was that?
We came from further up.
Something's in here with us.
Big Finish. For the love of stories.
That was the Tin Dog Podcast. Everything discussed is the intellectual property of others. No infringement is intended. For early access to reviews, follow the show on YouTube or Twitter @Tin Dog Podcast. To contact the show, email tin-dog@hotmail.co.uk. The Tin Dog Podcast is a founder member of the Doctor Who Podcast Alliance.